Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Brian and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Yes, today we're going to be starting yet another new series here on the channel, this time inside of EA Sports Madden NFL 25. So yes, quick disclosure, just before we start. I am aware the Bills franchise is technically still going on, or like it was, it's been in hiatus for several months now. And I apologize for that. I have never wanted to become this kind of YouTuber that just, content creator that just starts things and then doesn't finish them, because it's very easy to do that, very easy to get into a habit of that, especially after you don't do it for a while. And then, the internet changes in that time you were away, and then you come back and all of a sudden everybody's doing something different now, and all of a sudden you want to do something different. You want to kind of jump on that train, even though I don't really consider myself jumping on trends. Obviously, as you can see here, I'm starting a series on this game when this game's been out for several months now. But regardless, I apologize for ending the Bills franchise so soon. It was actually starting to get pretty good, but obviously school started up again and the fall has been pretty hectic. A lot of things have been changing, a lot of things have been going on for me in my personal life, so that is why there has been no uploads on any of these games since back in like August, either July or August or whatever. So yeah, that's why that is. Again, apologies for that. Hopefully that'll be the last time something like that happens, and hopefully we can actually continue this series and for months and months on end. At least I'm hoping to end it potentially by the time Madden 26 comes out. But again, a lot of things can change, a lot of things can happen. So if that does occur, then just know that I have good intentions. I'm not doing it, just out of spite, like, oh, I'm gonna jump to the next, I don't think that way. So I just want to drop that disclosure. I'm sure you guys are very understanding. You so far have been, from what I've at least seen from anything I've gotten on these videos, which so far hasn't been a whole lot, but hope you guys are enjoying regardless. And yeah, so with that said, we're going to move into, like I said, a new series here, this time in Madden 25. Obviously the last one was in Madden 24. And we're going to start our first, I want to do more than one series on this game with multiple different teams and two different formats. So the first one is going to be kind of the same format. Actually, it is going to be the same format we did the Bills one in, or started the Bills franchise in, which was kind of like, I go more in depth in these, like very much in depth in these types, and these are going to be longer type videos. And then we'll just kind of watch the game, like I'll commentate over it as best I can, and then just watch it through simulation. And then the other series, second one, which will probably be starting, probably not until this one gets off the ground, but I want to do a different one where I'm actually playing the game, and you guys maybe are watching, maybe potentially my reaction as well with like my webcam on or whatever. So be on the lookout for that series. It'll be with a different team. I'm not sure which one yet. It'll probably be a team I can rebuild. So a team that's kind of in the struggle bus right now in real life. So the Panthers are a good example. Raiders could be a fun one. The Giants could be another fun one. Like there's a lot of teams. Cleveland could be a good one. It could be a sneakily good one. But again, we'll just have to see what happens by that point. What my interests are, what my motivations are at that time. So, but yeah, that's. Be on the lookout for those when those come out. But for now, we're going to focus on this. So this series, I'm not sure if you can already tell by the title. I'm sure you can already tell by the title and all that. But we're going to be playing this franchise using the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just because the Buccaneers are a team that it's weird because they're kind of still rebuilding. Well, kind of, sort of, not really. Obviously, they lost. It's been a few years now that they have not had, or almost a few years now since they've not had Tom Brady at quarterback. They had obviously Baker Mayfield on a prove-it deal last year, which he very much succeeded in. Obviously, earned him a 3-year extension this past offseason. They are on the struggle bus a little bit this season. Obviously, as you see, the record being 5-6. A lot of those losses, however, have been only by one score, or have just been very, very close losses. So they've been very, very competitive up to this point. Still a very fun team to watch, at least in my opinion. Yeah, I just wanted to use them in this franchise because I did start to use them in 23. I was going to do a realistic rebuild with them. So for a couple games ago, so not last year, but 2 years ago, I guess, already, which is crazy. But yeah, so I wanted to do it then. I didn't get around to doing it because I was doing other things. So now we're going to do it now in this game. I'm going to stay committed to it, and we're going to hopefully go until we win this team a Super Bowl, at least, is what my hopes are. But yeah, so let's jump right into this. So I'll start off by saying this too, is that the rosters for week 13 have not come out yet, the official rosters. So I actually had to start. I'm choosing at the start point of week 12, and then which has accurate stats up to that point, and then I just forced wind all the teams that won in week 12 because the games had, it was the week 12 before week 12 happened. So all the records are correct. The stats are not. So like for example, the Buccaneers did not beat the Giants 23-6. It was like 30-7 or whatever. But as you can see, all the records for every team are correct. The stats, at least the leaders, I think are the same. At least on the side from what I can tell. I've not really been paying attention much to the stats this year. Just I don't know, because but yeah, everything. The point is everything is basically right, correct here. The only other thing too is that some teams have there was free agents. That this happens every time I load up a new file that's uses real life stats. Is that all not all other teams, but like majority of the other teams make like changes to their practice squad. They sign free agents that they're still sitting in free agency, who are still free agents in real life. So for example, like David Bakhtiari is a big one that keeps getting signed. Just because no one signed him yet in real life. But so he's on a team currently. That is the only major difference. There's probably other guys as well I'm forgetting about. But just know that it's not 100% accurate. I wanted to start off as realistic as, as close to real life as I could. So this is what we're just going to have to deal with because I'm not going to spend all that time fixing it if it's just going to change again, shortly, if you know what I mean. So... But yeah, that said, this has been a very long intro. I know it's already been like 8 minutes or so, but yeah, let's just jump right into this. So we're going to start off by saying, obviously, we still have to choose a draft class because obviously we're starting in week 13. And I've gone back and forth between picking the real life draft class or the real life upcoming rookies. But I think that could be fun. But I also think it could be fun if we just chose a random draft class. Obviously, we can't change the strength or anything of the class because we're already in week 13. But so what I think I've decided I'm going to do for the draft class is because we're already in week 13, and I think it would be kind of dumb to pick a random draft class. Kind of what we have to do with the Bills franchise is, we are not going to get enough time to scout everybody. So I think I'm just going to do, for this first class, I'm just going to do the real life rookies because I think that would be maybe, it could be fun. I actually don't have them downloaded. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so here we have the current rookies, upcoming draft class. So we got guys like Shedeur Sanders, we got Emeka Egbuka, Jalen Daniels, Carson Beck, Jack Sawyer. These all should be right. Quinn Ewers is here as well. See other guys I recognize. Courtney Barr, I think is one I recognize. There should be. I think let's see. Actually, who should be in here? Who might not be? Where is Travis Hunter? Because he should be in here. He is not. Is he going out this year? That actually is something I should probably look up here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the thing I just found said that Travis Hunter should be in this draft class, so I don't know why he's not. Let me go quickly adjust this because he should be here. Well, let me see something. It's the guy from. Is the guy from? I don't think he is. Hold up. Let me quickly fix this draft class for a second here, and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, so I've just adjusted the draft class now. We should have everybody in here that should be in here. We got James Pierce Jr., we got Travis Hunter, we do have Carson Beck, we got Benjamin Morrison. I don't know who the name that's blurred out at the bottom there, left end out of, was it Tennessee? Texas A&M. Might fix that later, but we'll see. We got Quinn Ewers, we got Egbuka, we got the running back from Boise State. We got Ashton Jonty, is that his name? I don't, obviously you can tell I don't know how to pronounce it. That's okay though. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with this draft class for this draft. If I find a better one, I guess I will change it, but I feel like we're kind of already too late on that just because we're so far into this. But just because I know that this, like, the order is not necessarily right, but that's okay. So yeah, we did have that on there. We can actually choose a focus player already, which I don't know who to focus on because we haven't really done much. So what I'm going to probably end up doing, because we don't need a quarterback. We have 70% on quarterbacks. We don't need a quarterback. We do need a corner. So I'm going to put it on Benjamin Morrison. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, I'm going to put it on Benjamin Morrison. Also going to put it on James Pierce Jr. And it's top 5 dudes. He's probably not going to follow me at all. And we probably should find someone else that's like lower down. We also need a middle linebacker, it looks like, as well. So we're just going to pick a random guy at this point here. I know it kind of sucks that I'm doing this, but... Well, actually, we should probably, if we can look at him, we'll just look at him here for a second. So I'm looking here at middle linebacker, AJ Washington. No, that's not bad. That's not great. That's not great at all. Okay. Interesting. Check out Kenny Gentry here. It's not bad. That's honestly not bad. Okay, so that took me a little bit, but I ended up picking 3 players. I picked Benjamin Morrison, I picked a left guard, and I picked a right outside linebacker. The game was being weird as well. It was telling me some things were undefined because I was moving between two. Because when you move between the menus, it doesn't let you do that for some reason. So, I don't know. But the whole thing is, we got that done. And I'm ready to jump right into something. So, let's go to upgrade players first. We got an injury to look at as well. Well, let's just start off. We got a lot of upgrades. Hello. Okay. All right. Let's start off with Raheem Jarrett, one of our depth receivers. Don't know if he'll stay on the team for the entire franchise, but let's upgrade his playmaking. He's now a 69 overall. So we get, let's upgrade the medium round, +4. So yeah, he's not bad as a project receiver. 6 foot, so it could be a little taller, but 6 foot's not bad. Next, let's do Joe Tryon Shoyinka, who is currently needs a contract extension, but we got to decide if we're going to actually do that or not. He's now 74 overall. Don't know if he has a dev trait or not. He does not. Normal dev trait. He's got decent stats, or decent ratings, not bad. Does not have a mentor position, which makes him a little unhappy, so he might be hesitant to resign because of that. We also got all these guys here, which all these guys are good. Well, these guys hopefully will be franchise cornerstones for a while. Kalijah Cansey being one of the first ones, obviously rookie last year, so sophomore, out of Pittsburgh, drafted in the first round of the 2023 draft. So he's getting up there, he's upgrading, star development, which is good as for a young player. Next, we're going to do Rachaad White, obviously our starting running back. I'll add a little bit to receiving. He's still an 80 overall now. Nice that he has a face scan now. He didn't have one in the last game. Last couple games, ever since he's been in the league, essentially. 2-year pro, or sorry, the 3rd year already, out of Arizona State, which hopefully we're going to try and get to use a lot more. And then the last player here we're going to do is Yaya Diaby, rookie last year as well, same class as Cansey. Also now an 80 overall. He's been a very big playmaker for the Buccaneers in real life, and yeah, out of Louisville. E9 speed already not bad for a 25-year-old, which is second year in the league. But yeah, he's obviously hopefully going to be a stud for years to come as well. Now I want to look at what this injury is that we got. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a lot of injuries. I forgot about that. So Jamel Dean is still out. He's uninjured, so I could easily return him from IR, I think, right? I can. Okay, let's remove him from IR. So Graham Barton looks like he got hurt in the last game. Ruptured disc, out for 2 weeks. And the other guys cannot come back. So Chase Edmonds, our Zavekia Dennis, Chase Edmonds, Chris Godwin, obviously broken ankle, out for the rest of the season. Bryce Hall, Cameron Johnson, Suwa Opeta, Opeta, and Marquise Watts as well. So only major blow that we're missing there is Chris Godwin. Obviously, we already knew that. Mike Evans came back, which is good. Obviously, Jamel Dean coming back is huge as well. We do have to cut a player. I did not realize that, but let's go see who we can cut here. Evan Decker's the long snapper, Brewer. Or we can move guys to the practice squad. That's not too far, but you know what? I might have to cut. I could maybe cut. Well, what's he? Third right end? CJ Brewer. You know, move to the practice squad. That's fine. That way we can have enough space for either our long snapper that is technically, you know, we don't use or whatever, but it's okay. So yeah, I guess looking here at this roster, what we're working with here at the start, this will be a good thing to start off with. Obviously we got not a bad core still around here. Obviously Mike Evans. Oh, Mike Evans is not here. What? Where is he at? He's not injured. Maybe I need to readjust the lineup. Hold up a second. Generate best lineup. Yep. Oh wait, is that it? Okay. Anyways, yeah, we should have Mike Evans. Chris Godwin obviously is injured, so Trey Palmer has to step up here. Sterling Shepard, not a bad. Jalen McMillan, a rookie receiver this year. Kate Otten at tight end, not bad. You know, he's been pretty solid as well. Cody Malk developing left or right guard. Obviously, Graham Barton being injured is not helping us, so now we have Hainsey here at center. So our offensive line could use some work. Luke Gedicke's not bad. 78 overall. Right tackle, but Ben Bredesen is not the answer. Royce Newman's not the answer. Elijah Klein obviously also could develop, but unlikely at this point. And then obviously we got our backfield. We got Baker Mayfield, obviously the backfield up to a superstar, 80 overall. Rashad White now up to an 80. Bucky Irving, you know, a elusive running back out of Oregon, rookie. Sean Tucker, another underrated running back, at least in my opinion. We saw him have a huge game against New Orleans in real life, so that was pretty cool to see. Then they were saying this team now has technically could have a three-headed monster here at running back because all these guys can contribute something, which we're gonna try and utilize all of them at least at some point. We'll probably put Sean Tucker in at power back, just because, you know, that's I think what we'll try and develop him as. But yeah, we're gonna definitely for sure try and use all three of these guys if we can. Then moving over to defense, this defense it's younger, but it's also could be sneakily good. And the reason I say that is, like, for example, we got Zion McCullum. Jamel Dean should be in here. I'm going to have to go fix the depth chart. But we have Jamel Dean, Zion McCullum. At corners, we got Troy Hill, I guess now. We got Funderburk, who is a rookie, undrafted rookie, who made the roster. Josh Hayes, who might be cut, but we'll see. Vita Vea here at still starting at D tackle for us. He's getting up there in age. He's at least 28 years old, 29, sorry. He's from the same class as Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, so 2018. Then obviously we got Elijah Cansey and Logan Hall on the outsides. William Golston still kicking it. Ernest Brown is up here on the roster as well. Then our linebacking core is not bad. Got KJ Britt. We got Levante David. Still kicking it after, what is this? This is like 13th season still with the Buccaneers. He was drafted by the Buccaneers back in, I think, 2013, something like that. So he's been doing it for a long time. We also got then Yaya Diaby, obviously up and coming superstar. Hopefully, we got Chris Braswell, who's a rookie out of Alabama. Joe Tryon, like we talked about earlier. And our safeties, one of, if not the best free safety in the entire league at this time. We got Antoine Winfield Jr., now an X Factor. We got Jordan Whitehead, who the Buccaneers brought back in from the New York Jets after last season. I say brought back in because he was on the Buccaneers, for a time. I might have been when they won the Super Bowl a couple years back as well. But then obviously behind him, we got Tyke Smith out of Georgia, who hopefully will develop behind him. The Buccaneers also did just add, I think it was because they lost somebody. They did add Mike Edwards, brought him back. He is for sure a veteran player from that Super Bowl team, along with obviously Levante David, Vita Vea, and Antoine Winfield as well, and Jamel Dean. Can't forget about him as well. And obviously Anthony Nelson back here as well, Jose Ramirez. So we got a lot of guys, a lot of potential talent here on this defense and on this team in general. Special teams, not much special here. We got Trenton Gill at punter, which I don't like the fact that they cut Jake Camarda, because I actually kind of like Jake Camarda. pretty good player. So I may or may not go and switch that just for my own sake, but we'll see. Chase McLaughlin, a kicker. Not how do I put this? I'm you know, it's perfectly okay. Like, he's a good kicker. Like, he's reliable for the most part. Not a problem. Our specialists obviously there, and then our practice squad, who looks like we have 2 empty players, so we'll probably be able to move some guys down there after we go fix our depth chart issue with Mike Evans and Jamel Dean, which I'll do in just a moment. Okay, now after doing some quick adjustments, we now have Mike Evans back in the lineup. He's not injured anymore, so we have him back. Sterling Shepard at number 2, and obviously Trey Palmer. Basically just kind of shifted them all down. And then on defense, like I said, we do have Jamel Dean back in the lineup with Zion at number 2. So we should. I think that's all the guys that we're missing, from what I recall. Because for some reason the generate best lineup button is not working at this time. I don't know why, but it hasn't been working for a couple weeks now. Yeah, so that's kind of just a quick overview of how we're going to be doing this. Obviously, like I said, it's kind of difficult because we can't, a lot of things have already been set up and predetermined for us because we're already in week 13 of the current real life season. So this first year really doesn't matter a whole lot for this franchise, but excuse me, it's still good to, I feel like it's still good to at least start from where we're at currently in real life and then kind of just move on from here. So I guess the next thing to do is to probably, we can take a look at the pickup playoff picture. We're not in it currently. This is actually the current way it stands in real life as well. So we're on the outside looking in. The Commanders are now at 7-5. They're sitting there at the 7th seed. So if we can win out this schedule, which we have the easiest schedule, or the second easiest schedule behind the Jaguars remaining here, because if we look at our schedule here, I guess we can take a look at that briefly here. Our remaining schedule for this year is we have the Panthers, and then we got the Raiders, the Chargers, the Cowboys, and then the Panthers again, and then the Saints again to end off the year at home. We have 2 home games at the end of the year. The Cowboys, so all these teams, apart from the Chargers, currently have a losing record, so which is why we have one of the easier schedules in the league, remaining at least. So we should theoretically win out. Hopefully, if we do win out as well, that'll allow us to jump Atlanta to take the division title. But I'm not exactly confident on doing that just because we've lost to them twice now. So if they don't, unless they lose 3 more games and we win, if we win out the rest of our games, we win our next 6, they lose at least 3, then we will take over their spot. And we will be NFC South champions for the, was it like 5th straight year in a row? 4th straight year in a row? Which I don't know if that'll happen just because I know the team's taking a step back. It seems like for whatever reason, I largely blame the defense on that, but that's probably just me. But yeah, so that's like I said, that's basically a lot of this intro here. So let's before we end off the episode for today, we're just probably gonna jump in and kind of do some just a weekly strategy for this week, try and upgrade our players to plan out for this game. I don't know if we're gonna watch this game or not. We could actually do that potentially, just because of, I don't want you guys to be bored or whatever. Oh, looks like we can't adjust the player health for some reason. Is that a setting I might have turned off? I might have turned that off on accident. That might be on me. But let's just jump in here. Let's just do a couple mini games here, with Bucky Irving. Well, all the guys that are sitting here. So this shouldn't hopefully take us very long, and then obviously we may or may not jump into the game with Carolina before we end off this episode of the Buccaneers franchise. It will hopefully go for a long time, but I think, yeah, we're just going to probably do this. I could have, I guess, saved this for next episode, that way you guys have something to watch next time, but we might just play the Panthers in the next episode and then move on from that. But yeah, we'll probably, just because this episode's taking me a little while, we'll just probably end it off after we do this, and then we'll come back and we'll face the Carolina Panthers. And yeah, we'll do that. But for right now, we're just gonna try and get Bucky Irving his gold medal here on this mini game, which is obviously, as you can see, pretty easy if you kind of understand how it works and whatnot, and you have a decent running back in the backfield who's gonna outrun all the linebackers and even the safety that's in the back. So Um, but yeah, let's just continue to get this done here. Oh, almost got caught there by, was that Watts or somebody? Couldn't tell who that was. No, it's David. That is Levante. So, nice block there by, was that the fullback? Is that Otten? That is, oh no, it's, I believe it's, yeah, no, it's Cokeeft. Our second string tight end playing fullback there, it looks like, for us. And almost got caught by Jordan Whitehead, but we got the gold medal there, so yeah, just a couple more runs here and we'll move on to the next mini game. But yeah, don't exactly know what to talk about with you guys here while I do this. Oh, and we did get caught there. That's okay. We got the gold. I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, so I don't know what could I talk about here. I don't know if this will stay in the video necessarily or not. Depends on how long I want to make the video. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to talk with you guys about other than that. Hope you guys are enjoying this video or this video so far, and you're excited for this franchise. Hopefully, like I said, we go for long enough so we can actually get to the end of a season and win the Super Bowl. There we go. Finish that. But yeah, so let's move on to the next mini game here. And yep, we got that. It was really funny if we got a dev trade or something, but we did not. So let's do, yeah, okay, let's let's try the DB battle. This could be fun, only because I struggle with this now because they took away the fact that you can't see the routes anymore. So this should be hopefully interesting. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, I just got, I tried to get underneath. Okay, and I got too far away. I backed way too far away. I gotta stay with him. He says as he just, okay. Yeah, this might be impossible. Just might. Oh, knock it out, Taiki. I really prefer if he did that. Okay, that's not gonna end well. Oh, that's not gonna end well. Oh, he got me there. Yeah. 100% got me there. Got him. There we go. At least we got one. Can't be too mad about that. There we go. Nice defense. Yeah, we got bronze. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess. Alright, so now we got done with the training, so now let's upgrade some players here. Not as good of upgrades as we had last time, but it's still not bad upgrades nonetheless. So we'll upgrade Kyle Trask here. He's now a 60 overall. Don't know why they really just... He's not a bad quarterback from what I've seen, but they always lower him like under a 60. I mean, that makes him permanently a backup, but you could develop him if you really wanted to. I've done it before into like a starter. It took me several seasons to do so, but you know, there you go. But here's Payne Durham. I just completely glossed over him, but rookie from last year as well. From Purdue, and then lastly we got Cody Mauch. This one I actually do care about, as I want to develop him. I want to make him a franchise cornerstone at guard. Obviously the guy, doesn't have the right fan scan, unfortunately, but he's out of North Dakota State. You know, the famous, player that, I say famous, so semi-famous, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but so yeah, all that's left to do now is to then just hop into the game with the Panthers. But I think for now, that's probably where I'm gonna leave this episode. This intro episode was kind of long, at least in my opinion. And I kind of don't want to like get going, too fast on this. Like just make it like hours long videos. I mean, it seems to be a trend where YouTube's kind of like, going for the preferring longer, like viewers are preferring to watch things that are longer, like live streams and whatnot. But in terms of just keeping you guys engaged, keeping you guys like, wanting to see more, I'll leave the episode a little shorter here just so you guys can come back next time to where we will play this game against Carolina, and then we'll move on to either game against Vegas or against the Chargers. I think the Chargers will be a much better game than the Raiders. So yeah, but that, I guess, being said, hope you guys are excited for this series. I know I am very excited for this series. I've really wanted to do this type of series with this team for a while now, and I think I'm gonna do my best at it. Obviously, I'm not used to doing this type of thing on YouTube, so you know, feel free to leave your suggestions in the comment section below, and any feedback you have for me on how you want me to do things or run things, or players you want me to acquire, players you want me to trade for, sign, re-sign, all that things are, you know, more than welcome, as well as any feedback on how how I have these videos set up, and all that. So, but with that said, that's going to be it for this intro episode here, of the franchise, or of the Buccaneers franchise of Madden 25, and see you guys next time for when we take on the Carolina Panthers. So, yeah, with that said, that's going to be it for me for now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Peace.